Another Young Thug jail call has leaked, and this time the spotlight's on Lil Durk. Thug is upset Durk didn't clear a feature for his album, and now the streets are buzzing like there's tension. The problem? Durk hasn't said a word because he's literally locked up fighting his own case. What was supposed to be private frustration is now public gossip. You're watching Fake Famous, and this is the number MANEWATCHOUT miniseries, breaking down every single call until you feel like you're tapped into the line yourself. Subscribe to Fake Famous and turn the bell on. These calls are dropping faster than mixtapes in 2016. Hold up. Yeah, you see it. Fake Famous done came up. We get in the bag now, baby. We got sponsors. You watching history in the making. Big salute to SmartCredit, because they the ones cutting the check and keeping us lit. But more important, they the ones keeping your credit from looking goofy. Y'all know how the game go. Money moves don't even start without credit, and too many of y'all watching these beef videos with 520 scores wondering why life hitting back harder than your ops. So here's the play. SmartCredit lets you see all three of your credit reports in one shot. Not just Experian, not just Equifax, not just TransUnion. All three lined up like a versus battle. It shows you where you're winning, where you're losing, and what needs fixing. And anytime something changes, boom, alert straight to you. No surprises. Think about it like this. Rappers beefing for clout, but the real war is financial. You can't win if you can't even get approved for a phone plan. With SmartCredit, you finally know the score, literally. And once you know it, you can play the game right. And listen, I ain't just talking theory. We built this whole Fake Famous empire off moves just like that. Getting the credit straight, turning it into leverage, and stacking. This is the real blueprint, so stop playing. Hit that link in the description, sign up for SmartCredit today. Every time you do, you not only level up your own bag, you keep Fake Famous alive so we can keep breaking down this rap drama for y'all. That's what you call a win-win. All right, sponsor talk over. So let's talk about what was actually said. In this call, Thug's not dissing Durk. He's not calling him a rat, not questioning his street cred. He's venting, hurt. He basically says he doesn't understand why Durk didn't clear a record that was supposed to be on his album. It's like when your boy promises to pull up to the cookout with the wings, you plan the whole vibe around it, and then he texts you an hour before saying, "I can't make it." You're not ready to fight him, but you're salty enough to talk about it later. That's Thug here. Disappointment, not destruction. But here's the danger. This was never supposed to leave that phone line. Once it leaks, the internet doesn't hear venting, they hear beef. The second blogs post the clip. Fans turn it into a whole street narrative. ATL versus OTF. Thug versus Durk. A feature clearance turns into a culture war overnight. Drop a comment with hashtag MainWatchout if you think this whole situation is being blown out of proportion, because we need to separate frustration from actual beef. Now let's add the context the blogs don't tell you. Durk is incarcerated right now, facing a serious murder-for-hire case. His lawyers are fighting tooth and nail to keep him free. He's not sitting in a studio clearing verses. He's not even on IG. He's literally in survival mode. So him not clearing a record might not be about loyalty or politics. It could just be that the paperwork can't move while he's locked. But when you hear the call without that context, it feels like Durk purposely blocked Thug. And the internet loves that story way more than the boring truth. That's why leaks are nuclear. They don't just drop audio, they drop perception, and perception spreads way faster than facts. Hit that like button right now so more people see this context. The Fake Famous family don't run on gossip. We break the whole picture down. The fallout was instant. Academics reacts, clips get chopped for TikTok, blogs throw up headlines. Suddenly, everyone believes Durk and Thug are at odds, even though Durk hasn't said one word. And he can't. That's the dangerous part of silence. When you're locked up, your silence gets treated like strategy, when it's really just circumstance. Fans don't care, they turn it into confirmation. Now you've got debates online. One side saying, Durk been moving funny. Another saying, Thug reaching. And the rest just clowning like feature clearance beef is crazy. This is how fast private frustration turns into public spectacle. Share this with a Durk fan right now. If they only saw the headlines, they're probably believing the wrong story. So what does this really mean for hip-hop? Honestly, not much in reality. This was one friend venting about another, but in the public eye, it looks like a fracture between two powerful voices. And that's the real danger of these leaks. Yesterday, it was Kendrick and Drake. The day before, P and Baby. Today, Durk. Tomorrow, who knows? Each call adds a new headline. A new division, a new storyline for the fans to chew on. By the end of the week, you got fans connecting dots like Charlie from Always Sunny. building conspiracy boards out of leaked phone calls, and none of it was supposed to be public in the first place. This is why Fake Famous is breaking it down, because if you don't stop and add the context, you end up believing the blogs when really it's just gossip with a backbeat. If you're still watching right now, you're officially part of the Fake Famous family. Hit that bell. Tomorrow we're breaking down the Gunna and Yak Snippet from Baby's album, and that one is pure chaos. So here's the wrap up. Thug wasn't dissing Durk. He was venting. He felt a way about a feature not being cleared. That's it. But the leak made it bigger, and the blogs made it explosive. Durk can't respond even if he wanted to, because he's locked up fighting for his life. But the internet doesn't care about nuance. They want smoke. That's why you're watching Fake Famous. This is the main Watch Out series, Episode 5. Subscribe to Fake Famous right now, drop a comment with hashtag #MainWatchout, and tell me what you think. Is this real tension, or just private frustration turned into public gossip? One thing's for sure, the next leak is already on the way, and when it drops, Fake Famous will be right here breaking it down first.